tutorial will show you how to create a two-dimensional drawing of a molecule. We're going to use this to put it into a manuscript. One can use it for other purposes. It's a nice, clean, high-resolution drawing for various purposes, such as a manuscript. First thing we do is we bring up the database, Hypercam data. We're not going to really do any database operations, but the ability to create 2D drawings is in Hypercam data because you usually use a 2D drawing to characterize your database entry. So we go to the workspace here for drawing. We in this case let's get a ring. Let's choose a 6-membered ring. Put that down on the workspace, and then we can color this if we like, or black and white. We can add various bonds here. Select bonds. Let's add a bond here, and then say, well, we don't really want that, so go and select it and delete it. Alternatively, here let's add a bond like this, axial one and an equatorial one. Let's take labels and put a label. Just click on the vertex here and put a label OH for the axial, and put a label, say, H for the equatorial. Now this label here, OH, is sort of centered below the bond. If we want to, for example, we might align that label to the left, in which case then the O will be directly under the bond. So now there's a molecule that we've created. Let's save this as a picture in various ways. If we go to Save Picture As, we can save this either as an HDF file, a Hypercam drawing file. This stores all the primitives of that drawing so that we can recover the drawing in exactly the same way if we want to. Alternatively, we can store the drawing as a bitmap, which will be only at the resolution of the screen here, or we can store it as a metafile, a Windows metafile, which will keep the high-resolution nature of the drawing so that when we put it into some other context, like on a printer, we'll get a high-resolution drawing of that molecule. So let's store it as show the difference between these two. We'll store a bitmap. Let's call this molecule and save that. And then we'll save it as a metafile. Call that molecule as well, and we've saved these two drawings. Now if we bring up Microsoft Word, we can put these molecules into a Word document, for example. If we insert a picture from a file and we take the bitmap file and insert that, we'll get a molecule in the manuscript. However, this picture is only a bitmap, and if we were to rescale it, we have jaggies, and it's not a high-resolution picture because it was a bitmap. If we get rid of that, if we insert a picture from a file and it's the meta file, then if we were to want to change the size of that or scale that or something, we retain the resolution of the picture. It's a high-resolution picture. When we print this, we'll see nice sharp lines rather than bitmaps. Finally, let's get rid of that. We can take this molecule if we like and put it into Hypercam. If we just go say put in file, this will go into Hypercam. It's a drawing in Hypercam. However, we can use the model builder to build this, and we get a full three-dimensional structure from the 2D drawing if we want. So that's using Hypercam data only as a simple little drawing package for 2D structures of molecules.